Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. Actually, this is a redo. I recently watched Little Norse Prince Valiant all the way through this time, and actually it wasn't that bad. The storyline is interesting and grabs your attention, and of course the dubbing is a little bit irritating. I thought I would have liked to have seen this in the original Japanese, because I think it would have been more tolerable, because the only thing I like about the English version is Hilda's singing, because I really think that Hilda's singing voice is just magnificent. I thought that some of the scenes were really quite beautifully drawn, especially that of when this young girl is getting married. You get to see her wedding dress, and of course Hilda's having a battle within herself, and I'm not going to go into the reasons why that is, because that would give away a huge plot point, and I'm not about to do that. But I tried not to laugh at the fact that Horus, the main character, if you know anything about Horus is an Egyptian god, and of course if you're under the eye of Horus, you're under his protection, and I'm forgetting what exactly Horus is the god of, so I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. It just seemed a little bit unusual to have an Egyptian god's name in a film that's titled Little Norse Prince Valiant. And I was trying to see if there were any hints of Norse mythology. Well, the silver wolves, I could definitely understand that. But beyond that, it was very different and unique, and I would give it at least 2.5, 3 stars at the most, because it was fairly good. It's just that, I couldn't really overcome the bad dubbing. I tried as much as I possibly could, but I just couldn't do it, and it just made me shiver. But beyond that, it's a fairly good anime. And the only other thing I didn't like about it was the fact that some of the lines were really too terribly obvious and rather repetitive, and I didn't really care for that. I think that the English language director could have done a little bit something more with that. If he had had the original Japanese script, he could have gone more by that, I think, and I think it would have made more sense. But it's a good story, and I think I can see where the inspiration for Neverending Story was gotten, because Horus talks to a rock giant in this movie named Rocknard, and that's where he pulls the sword out of his shoulder boulder. And I think that was homage to Arthur. Of course, there are a lot of different legends that are introduced in this film, and if anybody else has seen it, maybe they know all of them, because I could only pick out a few, with Egyptian mythology and a little bit of Norse mythology here, and borrowing other stories to really make it different. And there was one scene near the end that was just trippy. I mean, just strange. I've seen some really odd movies, and this scene in general, and those of you who have seen it know what I'm talking about, you'll agree with me that it was pretty whacked out. But I guess it makes sense as to where Horus actually was. But all in all, as far as animes are concerned, it's relatively good, and it's a great story. It's engaging, and had it not been for the dubbing, I probably would have liked it better. But beyond that, I would give it 3 stars and 1 thumb up, because it's fairly good. It's not bad at all. and it may be a little bit dated, but it's actually quite entertaining if you watch it. And there were some scenes I thought were kind of hokey, but beyond that, it's not half bad. So if you have a chance to rent it on Netflix, do it, because it's on instant view and it's worth your while to watch.